Oops, sorry. Hi my beautiful people, how are you today? I'm doing great. I want to start with the positivity, and I hope you're doing great as well. Even if you're not, tell yourself that you're doing great. The weather here is wonderful. As you can probably tell, I'm carrying an umbrella, it's pissing down. And I tell you what I've said is wonderful. It is because, as I said at the beginning of this video, we need to start with positivity. And with this weather being wonderful, it's because the plants also need water. The plants get thirsty. As humans, may not like the rain very much, but the plants love it. And that's why we get this green amazing land that we live with lots of plants, lots of grass. Yeah, so let's not moan about the weather, shall we? Especially for those who live in UK. We should embrace the weather that we've got. Otherwise, we wouldn't be producing the best beef in the world. Some people may challenge me on that point, because some people say the best beef is from Argentina. I don't think so, because the beef in Argentina, it's they don't get to eat green grass. They don't eat green grass at all, and they're not free to roam around in land, because essentially they're kept in captivity, the cows in Argentina. Whilst the cows in UK, they're free to roam around. This amazing sorry, somebody just walked past me. I didn't expect him, so you may see a glance of him, but never mind. Yes, so the cows get to enjoy the lovely grass in this land. Obviously not around winter, because they do still enjoy around winter, but because winter gets cold, so the land doesn't yield as much as grass, so their diet needs to be supplemented with something else. So yeah. Oh, for you guys that you don't know, it's actually illegal to keep cows and pigs in captivity in UK. So they all need to be free to roam around the land, their farms anyways. Obviously the farms have got, you know, fences around it, but these farms are huge. So the animals are free to roam around, and that's why I say UK is one of the best producers of beef in the world. Not Argentina. To me, even Argentina beef doesn't have any flavor, because the cows don't get to exercise their muscles. Yeah. So ask me why I'm walking today when it's raining. I tell you what, because I've been working since 8:30 this morning, and I could feel my left eye twitching, and I thought, right, I need a break, and because I need some fresh vegetables for dinner this evening, I thought, right, I don't care whether it's raining or not, that's a good opportunity for me to leave the house and stretch my legs, and to I want to invent a word right now, distressify my brain. Yes, I've just invented a word. I believe, because I don't hope anything. So yeah, I decided to come for a walk to distressify my brain. Yes, get the blood moving around my body, because I've been sitting the whole day this morning. Actually, not necessarily the whole day, because I did some washing. I changed the bed sheets today, I like changing my bed sheets once a week. For those who don't, I advise to change your bed sheets once a week. So currently the mattress is airing out. It's getting some air, and the window in the bedroom is also opened to get some air into the mattress as well. And to be honest, I don't just open the window when I change bed sheets. I open the window every single day, and that's a constant battle between me and my husband. I open the window, he closes it. I open the window, he closes it. Even at night time. At night time, when it's -4 outside, I absolutely love sleeping with the windows open. And you guys may say, oh, but that's bad for the environment because the heater's on. No, we don't have the heaters on in our bedroom. No, we don't. So we keep the door shut in our bedroom so the cold does not affect the rest of the house. But like I said initially, it's this constant battle with my husband. We go to bed, I open the window, he wakes up in the middle of the night, he closes the window. And I do it because I feel it's good. We should be breathing fresh air. The air should be circulating in whatever environment you're in. Yep, I think that should be it. So yeah, so I've been sitting all morning today, apart from putting some bed sheets and other washing in the washing machine, take them out to dry, etc. Unfortunately, it's raining today, so I couldn't dry outside. I wanted to wait for another day to see if the sun is going to be out, so I could change the bed sheets then, because I love drying the bed sheets outside. But unfortunately, it's going to be raining the whole week. Again, I'm not moaning. Positivity. The plants need water, and if they don't get water, that's why the land turns into a savanna, just brown, 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 brown everywhere, which I much prefer these green, luxurious view environment. I don't know, I just love it, just love it. Yeah, so as I said, I've been working all morning, and then I thought, right, let me go for a walk, because I need to, yeah, I need to do something else for a bit, for at least half an hour. And because, yeah, why am I repeating myself again? Do you see what I mean? Because my brain is still buzzing with what I was doing. So I'm still thinking about it as I'm recording this video. So I'll stop repeating myself. Yeah, so yeah, I thought this is the opportunity for me also to vlog, because otherwise I would have no opportunity at all. I'll have zero opportunity to record. So yeah, there's something, by the way, I want to talk to you guys about. Tell me what you think. Comment down below. So, as you guys know, I tell you here all the time, not just me, you do as well, don't you? Let's be honest, otherwise you wouldn't be watching me. I like watching videos on YouTube a lot, and as you know, for those who haven't been watching, for those who haven't watched me before, I'll tell you right now, I'm an addict to perfumes and beauty products. There you go, I've said it. So and this perfume influencer, she was doing a vanilla content, because in autumn she said, right, I'm going to give 10 top 10 vanilla perfumes for autumn, because we are in that time of the year. And then there's obviously she went, some perfumes that she listed were extremely cheap, from £35, £45 for 100 ml, which are top perfumes. These £35 to £45, they're usually Middle Eastern perfumes, and honestly, they compete so much with these designers and these niche perfumes. And there's something that she said. I'll tell you what the perfume is. I don't remember the name of the perfume. The shape of the bottle is the shape of a hot air balloon. And if you know what I'm referring to, comment down below, because I don't remember the name. And she said, oh, I'm absolutely falling in love with these bottles, you know. And by the way, they'll be releasing one very soon in collaboration with, oh my God, what's that? Swarovski. You know that crystal, that jewelry made of crystal. Yeah, she said they're going to be releasing a bottle very soon. They haven't released yet. Yeah, this in collaboration with Swarovski. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing this well. And then she said, oh my God, I know these perfumes are really expensive, but I just love them, and I'm gonna carry on buying them because I just love them in my mantelpiece. Would you yourself buy a perfume for the bottle? Would you? Because I wouldn't pay so much money just for a bloody bottle. And because number one, I'm in for the perfume. I'm in for what's inside the bottle. I don't care what the bottle looks like. To be honest, I wouldn't even care if the bottle didn't have a brand. You know, because to me, what matters the most is the juice inside the bottle. Number two, who's going to see those bottles? You know, who are you keeping them for? In the mantelpiece, in the bedroom? First of all, my friends do not come into my bedroom. They don't. Nobody walks into my bedroom. Not even my family. Not to say that my family forbidden to walk into my bedroom, but it's more like they only come into my bedroom when there's a necessity for them to come into my bedroom. Otherwise, no. And number three, does she mean she's not keeping her perfumes the best environment for perfumes? Because my perfumes, I keep most of them, 90% of them, inside a dark cupboard, because that's the best way to keep perfumes long lasting, and so they don't go foul. Hi again, sorry. So what she was doing, in my opinion, is absolutely disgusting as anything, because obviously she's gonna get commissions for whoever buys that perfume using a discount code or coupon or voucher, whatever. If they enter the code is given to her, obviously she's going to get commission. And I'll tell you why it's disgusting, because young people out there, 100% they fall for it. They nag their parents obviously they're silly, they do whatever their kids want. And also, if somebody's just beginning their lives, they view that as a status, you know, just that bloody expensive perfume. Honestly, I believe that perfume is over £200. If you go, can you please go and check and comment down below? It is a perfume which the bottle is the shape of a hot air balloon. So even without these Swarovski, I've always had issues saying this word. Swarovski, you know what I mean. That brand with the swan, the Scotch swan. Yeah. So even the plainness of the bottles is expensive as hell. Imagine how much it's going to cost to have this bottle, which has been embellished with these mega expensive crystals. So, and to be honest, that's silly, isn't it? The world in such a bad economy, and I wouldn't have done that. Honestly, she's somebody that I follow a lot because I value her opinion when it comes to perfumes. But I found what she did is nasty as anything, you know, because I don't know, because those people have, even for those who have the money to buy such perfume, I'm sure they also follow the perfume influencers and things like that. But let's be honest, it won't be people who've got the money, because people who've got the proper money, the perfumes that they wear, they're so niche, you know, they're so mega expensive, and they're more expensive than £240. Maybe they're not, I'm not sure, because actually no, I'm wrong. Not necessarily, because no, actually I'm completely wrong the more I think about it, because people actually do have the money. They don't spend their cash on such superfluous things, you know, on things that they believe they're going to give a status, because they don't need the status at all. The status in their bank account, and they much rather keep their money safe. To me, who these type of perfumes are being sold to are to those who have the least money in the world, because they've got some or other to showing. Like I said, I don't even know, because they wouldn't even show their bottles to anybody, would they? Unless they display it in a living room or the hall entrance, or the entrance hall. Sorry. So yeah, I'm still shocked. Just thinking about it, I feel shocked. And actually, as I changed my mind when I said people actually do have the money, they don't necessarily. I said people have the money, they actually spend a lot more money on perfumes, and I changed my mind. I said not necessarily, some do, others don't. And I tell you what, then I changed my mind. Actually, maybe they don't, or they just pick whatever smells nice to them. Because this other YouTuber, and you can tell that she definitely comes from proper old money. Not old money in UK, old money from her country. She's Middle Eastern, she's Lebanese, and she shows about her life, whatever, you know. She's really funny, and she's so down to earth, and you can see she got a lot of money, because number one, she lives all by herself. She's shown her sister and her mum. She's never shown her dad. Oh, somebody's ringing me. I don't know who's ringing me, but I won't be answering. Thank you very much. Ooh, go on, go away. Please stop ringing. Stop ringing. Anyway, I'll carry on recording. So you can see she's comes from money, because she bought her flat recently, about a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, in central London, in the most expensive area in London. And you can see her mum lives, her sister lives, and the way they speak, the restaurants they go to. And she's constantly going on holiday to with her family wedding, friend's wedding. She's in US twice a month. She goes to, you can just tell the sort of lifestyle that she lives, and you can see the clothes that she wears. And then this week she went to the perfume that she uses it, and some of them were so modest. Is it Dior with that pear-shaped bottle? I think so. Is it Dior with that pear-shaped, I think so. Yeah, that's one of those perfumes, and that she's showing. And some of them are mega expensive. She had like a bunch of Kilian. Is it Kilian? Yeah, I think yes, Kilian. Yes, she had a couple of those. No, she actually had more than a couple of those, because she had a row full of them. And guess which one is a perfume? This is it Dior? I'm not sure. I never know anything, do I? I always forget everything. So is this bottle of Dior? Yeah, it's the one, the pear-shaped bottle, transparent. It's got like, the lid is like a bit of a bubble, and then it goes to a pear shape. That's her favorite perfume. She said that's her favorite perfume. She said not just her favorite perfume. It's her grandmother's perfume. It's her mum's perfume. She said she even had a spare bottle next to the one she's currently using, and she says, "Listen, can you see how much this one is? How much I've used this one? I've got another one waiting when this one is finished, and when the other one, I start using the other one, I'm going to buy another bottle." That's how I go through my perfume, and that's her favorite perfume. So for this lady to be encouraging those who don't have much, because I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong, but the way it came across to me, she's gonna get big bucks for selling, for advertising that perfume. And obviously me, because I'm mature, You know, I live my life and I'm a person of a certain age. There's no way I'd fallen from it. There's no way I'd fall for it. I'm sure that people fall for it, even they're 80, 90, 100 years old, they'll still fall for it because they just fall for the clickbait. But I do not. I do not. When I was younger, maybe when I was 14, 15 years old, yes, perhaps I would. And that's what my concern is. My concern is those teenagers and those young people, when you're only just starting their lives, they're being influenced by such I don't even know what to say. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Because I find it absolutely disgusting. And I tell you what, this is clickbait, and she's saying it because of the bottle and not because of the perfume. Because right now there's so many Middle Eastern fragrances, they're dupes of these mega expensive designer perfumes. Mega expensive. And the dupes are 1-to-1. I'm not joking, 1-to-1. I tell you they're 1-to-1 as well. Because even if it's the same perfume, and then if it's a different person wearing the same perfume as you, there's going to be a slight different smell on their skin because the perfume blends with the person's DNA different to the way it blends to yours. So there'll always be a slight different. Do you see what I mean? So if I apply that perfume and you apply that same perfume, it would smell slightly different because of the chemistry on our skin. And so I tell you why I feel these dupes are 1-to-1. Because they say, oh, it's 90% close, 95% close. I'll take that as 100% close. Honestly, some of them are 100% close. So close you wouldn't believe. So even if they're 90% close, 95% close, to me that's the difference of you wearing the proper brand spraying on different people, because they're going to be a slight different in smell. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense. Am I making any sense? Please correct me. And I tell you honestly, if you're still watching to this point, if you got a Middle Eastern perfume, you should allow it to mature for a minimum of 6 months. Minimum of 6 months. Because, and I've got a perfect example for this, and it is this Lattafa perfume by House of Lattafa. It comes in a red bottle with gold letters. Also a gold lid, and that perfume is meant to be a dupe of Oriana by Perfume de Marly. And when I first got that perfume, oh, that perfume was wretched as anything. I said, oh my God, I cannot believe this. These perfume influencers are trying to sell this perfume. How much are they being paid for? I think it was, oh God, it smelled awful, you know. And then I selected a bunch of perfumes that were all at the same time. Absolutely hated it, even though I allowed them to sit in my cupboard for about a month. I sprayed them again, nothing. And then I packed them all up to send to my cousin, right? 1 month came, the second month gone, third month gone. And then by the time I was about to send up these perfumes to my cousin, it had been a year since I've had those perfumes. And then, and to be honest, I was actually took those perfumes to the post office. However, the gentleman said that legally we are only allowed to post 4 bottles of perfumes, and I was staying at 6, so I had to go back home, whatever, and then I said I'll come back tomorrow, but I never got back. I never went back there. Never went back to post them. So a year later, and as I was preparing to post them, a year later, honestly, because I think I even spread them myself 6 months later, and it still wasn't alright. A year later, I thought, okay, let me spread this again, because these YouTubers keep saying these two perfumes are amazing. They're one-to-ones for of the original, and I smelled the originals. I love the originals. A year later, I sprayed them myself. Oh my God, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. The transformation, 1 year, the transformation is actually surreal. Surreal. Honestly, you have to believe me on this. So I'll tell you why Middle Eastern perfumes are cheap, because they don't want to con people. That's reason number one. They don't want to con you. Number two, they're the kings of perfume. They're the original creators. Arabs are the original creators of perfumes. They are. And the French learn off them, and then so on and so forth. That's reason number two. Reason number three, because there's such a perfume. I'm not even saying, I don't even want to say Middle East is a nation. Is that they're such a perfume people. The perfumes to them should just be a given. And obviously, they've got perfumes they produce at over £1,000. Honestly, over £1,000. I think it's about $1,700, something like that. $1,700. So they've got perfumes that go to that price and more. But for these low perfumes, because they consider these designer niche perfumes low for them, and they know where to get the products from. You know, because there's also new technology, so you can just copy like for like. So they just produce these perfumes like that. And I tell you what, so they don't spend a lot of money advertising. They don't spend a lot of money. Actually, I was going to say expensive bottles. Some of the bottles these perfumes come in are absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous as anything. Gorgeous, the bottles. So yeah, so they're not being fooled. They don't try to fool the public, the buyers. And you're gonna say, oh, that's because the creators, the perfumes, they charge a lot, and that's why these designers and these niche brands, it costs them a lot to hire these top perfumers to design their perfumes. You know, that's BS, because now they've started to hire these top perfume designers, the same ones that actually exactly the same ones. I'm not joking, exactly the same perfumes, top world perfumers, exactly the same ones that they're producing perfumes for these niche designer brands. For example, this Oriana by Perfume de Marly. So they've hired the designer of that perfume. This perfume costs about £240 in UK, I believe. Correct if I'm wrong. They hired the same designer, right, to now design 3 perfumes for them. Guess how much the first one costs right now? £27. That perfume is gorgeous. Some people hate it, I love it. And then he designed a second one for them, which is about it's between £27 and £40 if you're getting a good time, good deal. So yeah, I'm gonna get home. Shall I stop recording now? Just carry on. So yeah, and to me, right, so I need to speak a bit quiet because my husband is working. He's working from home today, and also I don't want to hear me, because I hate recording when he's home. I just want to finish saying this anyway to you guys. Let me just make sure my tripod is well placed. So yeah, so there's no reason for us to pay how much they're charging us for these designer and niche perfumes. There's no reason at all. And I've got to add something else as well, which amazing what perfume influencer said the other day. I'm not sure if there's a male or female. I'm sure it's actually a male. A male is actually Middle Eastern. He's actually he used to be based in America, but this Middle Eastern guy, young guy. He moved to Dubai recently. I think a couple of weeks ago, because why not, you know. And my hair, sorry, my hair looking a bit messy. I actually, my hair was really nice today. I had it up there, the bun up there, but now because I had to wear the hat because it's raining, it looks bad. So yeah, I think it was even said, he said, by the way, niche designer brands, perfume brands, they're not niche anymore, because the amount of perfumes that they've been producing every month, every year is ridiculous. They're not niche anymore. To me, right now, they're just high street. They're becoming high street perfumes, but they're charging a lot for them. Yeah. Anyway, so I've had my moan about perfumes, about this lady who's trying to sell off this this brand, which has got the bottle is the shape of a balloon, a hot air balloon, you know, that goes in here. Find out if you can find out what that perfume is, and then let me know what you think, because some influencers, they really peed me off. They really do, because they blatantly, I don't know, I don't even carry on speaking anymore. Anyway, so anyway, I'm home now. Thank you for keeping me company. Thanks for listening to me, to my big grumpiness way of moaning. If you guys don't know what grumpy is a term that is used in the north of England, which means, grumpy is a term they use the whole of England, or even in the UK anyway. And it's Mardy, that's the word. When Mardy is the word that's only used north of England, because my husband's northern, so I tell you, I was going to say, I'll tell you later what Mardy is. I just tell you what Mardy is. Mardy is somebody's having a bit of a tantrum. That's what it is, whether it's a kid or an adult. See that way, if you feel sometimes tantrum way, the same way the kids do, feeling upset, you know, feeling annoyed, that tantrumy way, that's what Mardy is. Anyway, I've got to go. Thank you so much for keeping me company. I just thought I had to let that out, because it's been frustrating. I watched it last night. I just thought I had to let it out and share with you guys and tell me what you think. Am I right in my thought, or am I not? Am I just behaving like this boring person? I don't think I am. Honestly, I don't think I am. I think I'm being genuine, fair, and I don't like influencers who do that. Anyway, guys, have a lovely day. I hope you enjoy your day. I'll be recording again tomorrow. All right. So anyway, that's all I want to speak to you today. Actually, there's more I want to speak to you guys today, but I've got to start working immediately anyway. All right, okay? Have a fantastic day. Go for a walk. Go for a bloody walk. Walk. Even me, it was raining today. I went for a walk because I needed to go for a walk. And I tell you what, I decided to do these days. I give myself an objective, a task that I have to go outside in that shop, in that supermarket, that pharmacy, that shopping area around there. So I give a task, I need to buy this, and because I need to buy, for example, fresh vegetables, I like to buy during the week as I need it, because otherwise I just start going bad in the fridge. I just buy meat, whatever, not liver. Remember, liver I like to buy fresh as well, like chicken, beef, pork, whatever. And I also dry goods, I like to buy them in advance, but fresh vegetables, fresh I like to buy on a day, like vegetables and fruit. So I gave that to me was the task for me to go to the shop. So much so when I was leaving, my husband's going, "Aren't you taking the car?" I said, "No, I'm not taking the car. I'm walking, but it's raining." I said, "I know it's raining, but I've got my umbrella, I've got my hat, I won't be getting wet." He said, "Oh, because I know you don't like rain, because it feels like rain is gonna melt you." I said, "Yeah, rain does melt me, because us Afro ladies, when you go out and hair nice and blow dried and looking straight, we don't like to get wet, because otherwise it gets a frizz. Not just Afro ladies, the curly ladies, we don't like getting wet." I said, "I know. I know I'll melt, but I'm fine today to get wet, a little bit wet. It won't cause me any harm." Anyway, as I say, my goodbyes always take an eternity to finalize. It turns to another topic, but anyway, I've got to go now. Once again, thank you so much for keeping me company. Honestly, thank you so much. Amazing. Love you guys. thumbs up. Go for a walk. Find a reason for you guys to go for a walk, even if it's raining. I went to a walk, now that it's raining, you should also do too. Bye.